Okay, I think I have my mic muted. My dog's making a little bit of a havoc. I'll be right back. Okay, so yeah, basically I pulled up the contracts I'd look at, and then we can pull them up to the right here and just see how they've been trading. So this is the 41.55 call, and its low today was 0.87. I was actually in the 41.50 call earlier at 1.7. I did get stopped out, I think at 195, which kind of sucks. But wasn't this account? What can you do? But yeah, we'll see these prices. They're going to change drastically because you're trading a trajectory, not the price action anymore. Um, because there's no time left in the day, there's only 2 hours. It's just going to basically be priced on the trend line. So if it's trading flat, it'll be moderately, choppy like this. And then as soon as it breaks that flat trend and goes down, the price will just plummet from 5.2 to 3.6, 3.4. And that's kind of when we're going to get our entry. So we do want to be careful. Remember, I think if we go back to SPY, I think something like this will happen, where we'll come down and test this 78 line, which I don't even know what that fib's from, but it panned out with this double bottom from earlier. Yeah, this isn't my normal SPY chart. It's on the other account, so these are old fibs, but they like to work. So yeah, this contract will plummet in price, and then if I can get it close to that 2 mark again, I'll probably take it and try to ride it back to 5 or whatever we can. But yeah, the big thing is we do want to see a reverse head and shoulders. So somewhere around this level we want to see tested before we enter. Bulls are strong today. And because of the pricing on these is so expensive for a $777 account, we just got to be really careful. Can't buy it at the top here at 5, right, and watch it go to 3. That's just too emotionally tolling on a small account, because you can't average down, or else, hey, I just YOLO'd everything in one direction. So instead of doing that, I like to just be really patient, because you can catch 50% plus in like a minute. And then we'll probably do this to the accounts. So we start at 5 or at 770. I'll probably get the account around 1500 and then stray away from these trades because they're risky, but you don't want to, YOLO your account on them. So basically, once we get the account to the 1500 range, I'll start doing some more intraday scalping, which would be cheaper contracts, but smaller moves, more consistent, and then add these just because they're wonderful. I'm looking at the 4150s just because if you look at today's range, that 415 mark on SPY is probably where we'll find the next big resistance if we can break above 414. But the same thing, I want to wait for that pullback to see if we're going to complete an inverse head and shoulders here, which would look like we have drawn. And because this is fighting theta 2, it would give us like a stupidly cheap entry. That was AMC, but that was just, I was just looking at some fib levels. They broke the 61.8. I'm not expecting that to move for a little bit. The IV shot up so much. I am in AMD on my other account. That's this chart here. Got a good entry on that, so should be wonderful. And then same thing, we're just waiting for this to come down to the price we want. Again, it's low of the day was 125, which obviously if we get down to here it'll be worth like 0. And that's because there's no more time, but so we're not looking for the level on SPY, we're actually looking for the price levels on the contracts. But yeah, probably a few more minutes of bleeding to retest this, if that makes sense, and then maybe power hour we blast back to 415, and that would be, this would go to probably 5 or 6 if we're at 415, just because there's not much time, it wouldn't go too much higher. But again, these move like crazy. I have German wire hairs. They're actually Drahtars. They're like toilet water. So 30 minutes and up is good for bigger picture, but because we're scalping so light, I have to go down to like a 3 minute. Because I mean, look on, it's a little skewed, but look on this candle alone, this contract's moved $30 back down. So we just broke the 2 mark on that contract, and now we should capitulate a little bit, which basically means, hey, the bulls who bought this earlier are going to get stopped, and then that'll create the next buying opportunity as the RVI in the contract goes down. And let's go get some exact levels for this. So back over here is where we're looking for a double bottom, basically, to complete the right side of the inverse. So I'll just do a line of supports, right? And as you can see, we started to find buyers immediately there, which is good for the bulls. Now we just wait for the retest. Hopefully we get that, and then our entry, and we'll see what this contract can do with the hour and a half it'll have left. I'm not sure. Probably the same reason we were up. It just wasn't justified. I mean, it's a pretty flat flag here, right? It wasn't really justified to just dump, but we also shouldn't have been 1.6% up, in my opinion. So a little bit of give and take. There was some article that came out about wasting, what was it, 95 million doses of a COVID vaccine, but that didn't really make sense. And then later on, there was an article about monkeypox vaccines being delivered, which, you know, wouldn't really incite fear. It would do the opposite. So we are seeing what we want to see. No, it's okay if it consolidates down here a little. The more it does, the cheaper this will get. So we ideally get down to the 2.0 mark and then start to look to enter. Zoom in even more. Buddy, what's up? Yeah, Brooke, plots. Getting cheap. And again, this is the bottom we want to see tested for 1278. But it's getting pretty close to the point where I think I do want to enter here. So I am going to buy one at, let's go 225 and see if we get filled. Ooh, waiting. Might get even cheaper. 215. Starting to see volume pick up, which is usually a good thing. Alright, I'm going to take it at 225. So I was filled on that contract. That's the 0-day 4150 at 225. Seems a little risky. You're buying into a downtrend, and it might dip a little lower. That's okay. The big level I want to see held is just this blue mark here and a nice little double bottom, and then we should see the exact opposite happen, which is the full trend reversal, and then we'll put our stop above our entry if that is indeed the case. So we did get a little bit green, but not even close to what we want. So again, we're up 30 bucks, 40 bucks. Let's see what we can do. The big thing is I don't want to put my stop in and then just get stopped out for 10 bucks gain and then see it go, you know, to the 5 mark where we want to get out. So I am going to just kind of chill here and let the buyers step back in. And if they do, great. And if they don't, that'll probably be the first loss we took on this account. But that's okay. We'll see. I feel good. Starting to bottom, and again, the big level is the bottom of the inverse, which is holding fine. Obviously, this is a 1 minute, so we do want to get some distance away from here. And as soon as that happens, we'll adjust our stops. And if it doesn't, I'll probably make it more time based than anything for my negative stop. So this did take quite the dip pretty quickly. So because it did and it still has time, I am going to average down on it. And yeah, that's a risk, but if we get 2 contracts, it'll be beautiful. Because this downsell doesn't seem justified. And because we're averaging down, we'll be really, really tight on the stop loss. Alright, let's go with the 0.9 here. Try again at 1. Maybe it'll give me 0.9. Yeah, it probably does. Okay, so we just averaged down on it at 0.9. Now I have 2 contracts of it at a 1.57 average, which seems bad, but again, I'm not worried. This is pretty volatile, and I think we'll be fine. We did see that line I didn't want broken, but because it happened so fast, I'm not going to panic, sell the position. This account's big enough to handle an average down now. So I averaged down, and then we'll do the same thing, but with a better average as soon as we see it go above our entry. This time, though, we'll be quick to put a stop if we see it go above our entry. And that's just because we averaged down. There's much more risk. There's no news, and I think that the market wants to go a little bullish, so that's why I averaged down. Need the bulls to pick it up right about here. Otherwise, we got to get into a put. That's a steep retrace. It's not good. Coming back though. Because it's starting to get so steep, I'm going to consider getting a put in here. But again, this has so much time, and if you look at the day from a different perspective, it does not look lost for the bulls. Although it's getting very close. Yeah, it probably is. Yeah, definitely waiting. There's time. That's all you can really say, right? Just gotta wait. Shitty entry. But this will come flying back if the bulls step in, which I really think they will. I think there's a big bear trap. They definitely cut out the inverse head and shoulders here. But there's no volume to back it. And I think the direction was already set this morning. So, looking grim, but we have high hopes, and we will adjust by the 3 p.m. mark when things start getting real theta decayed. And then, worst case, we just take a put and capture a little bit of the downside at the end of the day. What I don't want to do, though, is have both positions opened right now, a put and a call. This will snap back, like almost certain. Oof. Those are big sells at 410. Hi, buddy. You okay? Making lots of noise. This break was bad. I think we'll get the full gap fill, honestly. Let's grab a put. Doesn't mean the calls are gone, but we definitely got to adjust here if this candle doesn't flip for us. We are starting to see some picked up buying at 0.75, 0.8. We're rising. Big buying coming in. More. We don't actually know if that's just theta gang, though. So chill. I don't think I'll add to this again, even though it looks very tempting. That would just be me taking a big account down to a small account. But same thing. We're still green on the account, even if these go Well, no. If we go to 0, we'll be down on the account, which would really suck. So we won't let that happen. This should be the trend shift. Yeah, I'm gonna stay in these, guys. I think we're good. Should see the impulsive move up. Now, do I think they'll print? No. But I think I'll be able to get out close to my entry without averaging down, so that's the goal now. Let's do it. We can go even lower. I might actually take another contract, but I can't do a 0 day, just too much risk. Unless it's a put. But I don't believe it. I do believe the Bulls will win, so I'm gonna chill. Send it, boys, because we added at 0.9, right? I don't really want to cut at 0.7. And if it makes any sort of move above this, it'll be right back to that 1.5 2.0 mark. So rather than add or do anything, I just gotta wait. And then we'll see how it pans out. If we start breaking over that 1.3 mark, I might put my stop down to like 1, just to try to save that second entry, because right now we're at our second entry. And again, these can move 100% in a minute, so you just have to recognize them for what they are. We're trading that trajectory. We lost that trajectory, obviously. I thought we'd pivot at this mark here. We broke way below that, and I held through that, which if we had broken below this mark at 3 p.m. right when power hour starts, that's a very different story than breaking it and an exaggerated sell-off at 2:20. We have enough time, right, to get back to that mark by 3 p.m. And then have a crazy bullish power hour. Now, if we broke that support at 3, power hour is lost, right? It's trying to regain that. So now I'm trying to gauge our time zone or our time frame here, because these can really still go 200, 300% before close. From our entry at 1.6 or whatever it is now. But it has to, it's in a time frame, right? So it has to be this trajectory that just doesn't stop. So we need an impulse up, which I think is going to happen in just a minute. Probably the next 6 minutes, I think we'll be back to that 413 mark. And once we get to 413, these will start coming back nicely. Just gotta be careful because as soon as that trajectory shifts, these will lose even more value because it'll say we're pinned in a range. Yeah, we should be good. Well, it's tough. I'm just so limited. I only have $450 to fix this trade, right? It's already down 120, 30. So I can't really do much until this trade's decided, if that makes sense. If I bought puts here, right, I would have had to close them so quickly, and then they start losing value here. If I cut the calls, they start coming back. If I add, I'm using too much equity. So with the small account, you have to make a lot of sacrifices, and most of them just mean you have to be very patient, right? We still have time on this, so I'm not gonna do anything yet. As soon as that time runs out, right, you have to decide. So giving it in the next 23 minutes to basically get us to that 413 mark, and if we can get there, these contracts will be green more than likely. Now if we break support here, which it looks like we're about to, and we sell off hard, then I'll adjust by swapping into those 410 puts, which will be expensive, but because it'll capitulate everyone like us, it'll probably just flash print. So we just gotta be careful. It's gonna capitulate everyone. Yeah, let's get in those 40. So now I'm gonna go to SPX again and pull up the puts, just because these are gonna lose value, those calls, too quick. And that 4100 put looks pretty good. It's trading for 2.4 right now. What we don't want is to get into it too soon. But same thing, we'll just chill here. So just a minute, and this should decide itself. Yeah, I can't get into the put yet. I did put it over here though somewhere. So these are the puts we were looking at. If we'd bought any of those, they'd be up, a couple 100%. We did take the wrong side of the trade there, but there's time. So we gotta wait. Yeah, this one went from I think it was 2.5 when we were looking at it, 3.5, and now it's 10. So these move a lot, and it's okay to get the trade wrong. You just can't YOLO your account on the wrong side. So even if we lose, 100% value on the contracts we took, which is, a terrible thing to do, our account's still almost green. So it's just recognize there's so much potential to move, but hey, you gotta be careful. If you get the wrong side, you can't, over adjust to the short side and then get caught with your pants down both ways. So I like to kind of take it one at a time. So this trade's not going well so far, obviously, but again, we have until that 20 more minutes mark for a very simple push back up. I mean, this took 7 minutes to drop 1, 2, 3, 4, 40 points, and if it takes 7 to drop 40, right, you can say, hey, it could take 7 to rise 40. And the big thing is just the timing around 3 p.m. We don't really want to be at the double bottom range at 3. So again, just gotta wait. That's dropped, and the next time we get over 1, we'll probably adjust our stops up, just because we don't want to get caught down here again. this is just such a good time for calls. Like I really want to add another call, so I probably will, even though it's a lot of risk on the account. I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna take a different strike though. Let's go to 140s maybe. See what those are trading for. 1.5. Yeah, that seems like a bomb price. Yeah, call me crazy. And then I'll hedge it with a put just because that'll be a lot of the account. So I'm gonna buy this 1440 or 4140 rather, 0 day. It's starting to move now, so I want to get in at 1.6. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I took that at 1.6. If we get filled, it's okay if we don't. And then that'll basically be our last average down. So we did get filled at 1.6, and then I just can't buy the puts here. Even if we do flash crash down to that 1050 mark to get that gap fill, I think that there's enough time for the 4140 to actually print. I mean, we were just trading at 4130, and I think that retail is going to step in bullish today. So that's the justification. I did get filled at 1.6 on the 4140, and the account's down 200 right now, but I think that some magic's about to slap, so we'll see what happens. And then let's pull up a put to hedge. So we did start to move up, but again, I'm expecting a full impulse squeeze higher. I think that this is unjustified to be down here, and I think that we'll start. So now the account's only down 120. But I think we'll start to move back to that 413 mark, and then from there we'll be able to get out of the 4150s for break even, and then the 4140 we took will be our runner. So we'll see what happens. So this is up to 2. And again, we just need this sustained push higher, so got to give it a little bit of time, and ideally everything pans out. So I pulled the 4140 up here now, so we'll see what happens. But again, high expectations for a pushback up, just because this sell-off is starting to look real bullish. As soon as we break this, I think we'll go right to 413, and then this will be basically where we try to trim, and then ideally everything happens fast, so we get like a crazy pop on these to say back to 6, which would be ideal. So now I can see, hey, we're back to the average down on the 4150s, and we're up, 30% on the 4140s. So down 40, up 30, and now we just gotta wait. Come on, Bulls, step it up. Let's send it. Oh, I was muted. It said, yeah, I was looking for the 413 on SPY. Should be getting close to back to even on the account, and then from there we'll see what we can do. All right, so the account is now green again. What a journey. I'm gonna go ahead and do some finagling in a minute here. I do want one little pop. I just want that pop back to that 412.58 mark, and as soon as we get that, I'll probably close everything and chill out for a little bit, because it's not fun risking a small account. So we're up to $1. Nope, down $10. We'll see. Up to, we're up $6. We did it. 1% of the account? No, not yet. So yeah, we're hoping to see the big push up here, so we'll see. Come on, bulls, send it. Of course, they won't give us anything in a straight line just because make things too easy, so you got to kind of have some conviction. Or play on a margin account so you can go in and out. Yeah, muted. No, sorry, I was muted. Again, I think we're good. Just gotta chill. We'll swap the puts in just a second if the bulls don't step up before the 3 p.m. We still have that $300 to play with and plenty of time. These contracts move a lot, so just gotta wait for the first position to pan out. That sell-off sucked. We did have a $7 green moment there, and then it was stripped from us off of no news and no volume. So we're not gonna sell. I'm not gonna sell. I want this box, and then I'll sell. Retail's gonna come in hot. It's the start of a week. We're bullish. It's looking good. It's gonna be a 425 week. It's a big wick, man. I'm telling you. Gotta have a little faith in the bulls here. They're gonna do it. All right. Here we go. Moment of truth. Big volume, big buy, double bottom. Should snap. I got it. We got faith in this. That box. I want that gold or gray box before I sell. Late to the party. Entered a little bit early, down almost $200 on the account, but high faith in this squeeze play for the afternoon. So I'm trading the 4140s and the 4150s. The 4150s are probably bags, but the 4140 will probably carry enough bullish weight to bring us to glory. Again, this candle is huge for the bulls. We just double bottoms, and this volume's picking up massively. So yeah, if you got stopped, that sucks, but that's why I'm not using stops on these 0 days, just because I recognize, hey, in 1 minute it can change 50% of its value and then come back. So we just need the bulls to step up here for the next 5 minutes, get us back to this 412.58 mark, and that will incite the rest of the power hour to give us some fucking tendies. This account, I want to get to 1,000 today. So I really like squeeze plays, and I really think this is going to squeeze very high. I think the next 20 minutes will put us to 413, so something absurd like this. Maybe 30 minutes. Yeah, let's go by 1520. Hopefully we're in our gray box, and that would be glorious. Yep, it's gonna do it. I'm fully convinced that we're sending it. This account will be 1,000 plus by the end of the day, and then things get much easier. Won't feel bad about averaging down twice or whatever. All right, we're moving. They are, Kareem. It's just data. So we got a little bit of range bound here. So it'll take we have to break the range for the values to come back to where they were. Otherwise, it's saying, hey, no, we'll stay in this little range. So as soon as we break above this, let's say 412.30 mark, it'll start to skyrocket in value, everything. And if we get to the 413 mark, oh boy, we'll start to see, 100% on the 414s easy. But let's zoom back in and see what's going on 1 minute. Nice. Nice, this will send. Gotta have some faith here. So the reason I'm so bullish is it's the start of the week, and everyone saw, hey, these big green numbers, confidence should be up. There's nothing till Friday. I think that will probably run till the 420 mark and then pull back for the CPI on Friday. And if CPI shows any sign of deflation, I think that will just rip. The market's so oversold, and if you look at like a weekly chart, last week was an inside week, so I think that this week gets the okay to move, if that makes sense, this and next week, because last week we stayed in this little range. So boom, let's see what happens. Here comes the value. You pussy. You gotta send it. So we did make it back to 412 by 320, or by 3 o'clock, but we're on the downside of it, serving as a resistance, so it's not the most ideal spot to be. But for power hour, if we break bullish, we should see 414 possibly, and that would put our contracts well green. So it's worth the risk. Just got to wait and see what happens, and then possibly grab a put here for the 410 mark if we decide to go bearish, but that's hard to do, so we'll try to avoid that, because that 410 put's trading at 1.4 again, and it was just at 3.7. So it's one of those, things that gets a little tricky to gauge. Like, do we grab the put and hedge, or do we get trapped in the middle like an asshole? That's the risk, because we're at the bottom side of this range and we're starting to see picked up bullish volume. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to wait and let the bulls have a chance. 3 p.m. and we look to be bullish. Had that initial push down. It should be a fuck yeah, let's go. Fill it. Send it. It's gonna do it. It's going the wrong way, but that's okay. So those 4150s are dying hard, obviously. But again, plenty of time. Takes less than 5 minutes for these to go 100%. And the first couple minutes of power hour, I always think are fake outs. So because we broke down, I think it's going to go up. Here we go. They do not want to give it to the bulls, but it's going to happen. Any day now. What they like to do is they like to make the moves very sharp and quick so you can't adjust. So they'll be like chilling in this little range, nice and tight, and then all of a sudden, bam, you'll have an impulse like this where you just go down to the next levels, and then everyone who's up here just got fucked, right? Now they'll do the same thing. We'll either impulse up, I think, to the 413 mark like we want, or back down to the 410 for the full gap fill. But because we double bottom so hard with so much volume, I just don't see that happening, and that's why we're chilling long and the account is red. But got much faith for it to go very green because we're so positioned heavily long. And if it does hit to this box, this call, the 4140, will be worth, I would say, about 3.2. It also depends how sharp it is, right? Because we're trading that trajectory, we want this sharp ass push to just kind of blast up, and that's what the market makers want, because everyone's loading puts and shit down here, and then they're getting stopped out by theta, blah blah blah, right? We got range bound, everything's going flat, kind of sucks. And the next thing, hey, we're gonna pop snap back to this next level, and then that'll capitulate all of these bears, right, if we go higher, or all of the bulls if we go lower, and that'll add to the pressure. So worth the risk, just gotta wait. It's gonna happen. You can zoom in if you want, but not gonna change anything. Just need to get over this stupid ass 4121. Brooke, you stink, dude. It hasn't really been any details, Peter. I think I've traded 4 days. I had COVID last week, so it kind of took most of the week off. And if you watch, I'll do like a VOD recap eventually of the trades, but I've only taken like 5 trades. And the account is pretty much back to even, but again, we're in position, so I don't expect it to end even. Either we're going to make a really good amount of money today, or it's going to just kind of fade out into a flat start to the week back to 500, which I'm okay with that risk, because I really do think that we're going to impulse higher. I think that this has just been loaded with puts and bears and shorts, and that big money and retail will step in. And when they do, we should see that sharp push up, but this is doing the opposite, so could be completely wrong. And then again, that's going to be that 4100 mark, which I would grab a put to very shortly if we don't start to move. It's just so wicky for the Bears that I really do think it's going to be an impulse higher. It's just a battle right now. Yeah, you too. I hope so too. I got plenty of money. I got 300 left to short if we're not going to make it, which I think I'm going to do in a second. Oof, we just broke the 61.8. I gotta go short. Nope, we're gonna hold it. See, this is what I mean. It's gonna get real fucking squeezy, and then it's just gonna send it. I'm telling you, it's just gonna fucking send it to 414, 415. We could really see 416. All it takes is that one big step in here, because this is so low volume and it's so volatile. Like, these wicks shouldn't be happening this quickly, which makes me think the second we snap out of this range, it's gonna just fly. So gotta wait. Sucks, but gotta do it. I just need you to take 500 and turn it into 50,000. Preferably by next week, but we could give you 2 weeks. Okay, let's do it. We gotta go real risky here. It's gonna wick higher here. I'm gonna adjust in a second, guys. Don't worry. I just gotta see this next candle. 10-minute. I wanted that push here, but we just double topped. Now it's starting to look grim for the bulls because we sold off so much, but there's no volume to back this, and I mean that, like, nothing. And if you look at the massive volume in the bar before, which all came in bullish at that double bottom, it just makes me think we're gonna explode higher, but we're running out of time, so we really gotta see it happen or get into puts, if that makes sense. Let them rep. They will rep. You gotta have some faith. I hate losing money. Alright, let's do it. Gotta adjust. Okay, so to adjust here, we can't. We're just so fucking range bound. It's gonna push right back and then push down and then break out, and it'll make us panic because we're gonna run out of time. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Oh no. So the account's taking a beating, but that was our gamble, and I gotta stick with it. So we got what, 3, 4, 5 minutes till this has to be called. Yeah, we'll give 5 more minutes, and then I have to swap out of the 4150s, and we can keep the 4140 because that'll still be in range. But if we don't break to the 412 mark within like the next 5 minutes, everything's fucked. So gotta go short if we don't. And if we do, back to the same spot of just waiting for the explosive move higher, which I really do still think happens. Because we sold off so much, though, I don't think we'll get much higher than the 413 mark. So I just want that push to 413, and I want it to happen now because theta is a fucking cunt. So ideally everything pans out. This candle's an impulse, and then we start to see all the bears get capitulated because they just got. Alternatively, if we break down this candle, I think we should get the fuck out. Yeah, let's get into the puts. Alright, I'm gonna take the 4100 put, which is the full gap fill. I'm just gonna wait a minute, because these will come right back, guys. I'm so fucking... It's gonna be so upsetting. As soon as I cut, these are gonna go back. Alright, gotta take one. We need to start hedging for the short side if we want to keep the long side open. I try to be really patient, so honestly today it was pretty big losses, right? And they probably don't get better. But if I grab a put here, it probably doesn't work. We're at the very fucking bottom of this range, and it got so impulsy the last time we were here that I'm almost just inclined to grab a drink of water and come back in 5 minutes, because I think that would make my life less stressful. Because in the next 5 minutes, we'll know for certain whether or not 414 is plausible. If we start to impulse higher here, which like we are, then hey, all of a sudden this account will start coming right back, and it would have been a mistake to grab the puts. But if we stay in this chop, right, in this little bear flag, and we don't push up immediately and hard, then I think we'll just chop out for the rest of the day. So I don't think puts will be a good idea either. So basically, I just need to push higher, otherwise there's nothing to do. Count will come right back. Let's... Fuck. I really want to take another call at the 413 mark. Call me crazy. I'm gonna do it. This shit's gonna send it. Yeah. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some water. Yeah, so we gotta get out of these. We got like no time left. If we don't break over this 411.85 mark and start pushing to 413, it's over. So let's not lose any more value. Let's give it 5 minutes. It's starting to move the way we need. I'm serious, it's going to be so impulsive. There's nothing holding this back from a 1% push in the next 30 minutes, which is like 40, 50 points. Alright. Sucks. Sucks. I do have the put pulled up, the 4100 put, and I am going to take that soon. Yeah, it's time. Gotta get out. Fuck you, Spy. Sorry, y'all, the volume threw me off. I really thought we'd pull bullish after this candle here. Pop, right? Thought that would pop us right back up. And that was at 3. And then since then, it's just been a slow staircase down. So, probably gonna sell off. Gotta get in the put. Count took a beating. There's no way we triple bottom yet. That's full gap fill. 4110 should have taken it. Huge loss. Can't get much bigger. So that's okay. These will either come back or they won't. I'm gonna leave them open and then I'll adjust from here. That sucks, but what are you gonna do? We took the wrong side. That put was $3 when we started trading, and it's now trading for 16. So easy to make the money back. Just got to get on the right side of the trade here. And obviously today was not that day for me. So unfortunately, let's see what we can do. We're gonna take some calls at the full gap fill. And that'll be the full risk for the day. Yeah, I'm definitely doing this. I'm definitely buying this call. Be stupid not to. I'm doing it. I'm taking the 4125s at 2. Yep. Yeah. Wrong account. Oh, already started moving. It sucks. already at the fucking YOLO point if we take it. Fuck. Alright. So I do need to fix these trades. Obviously can't do it with the garbage we're still in. We need pretty much a miracle to get those out green. We will try to get out of those, you know, for moderately more than we are, but I do want to take one more trade. We got $300. The account's down to 360. So not a great day, but that's okay. Like I said, if we had grabbed the put, it went from 3 when we were looking at it to 17, right? We just ended up grabbing the fucking call, which went from 2 to 0. So that's okay. Shit happens. We just can't mess it up again from here, so we got to be really careful. And I think I'm going to do it. Oh, already went over where we can. Can't do it. So yeah, I wanted to get that at 2. I actually clicked buy, but I had a quantity of 10 in. And then it put it down to 0. Obviously, I can't afford 10 of those on this account. Yeah. So what's the move here? We have what? 26 minutes, 36 minutes. And the 41.25's here, trading at 2.8. If we get back to this, it'll be trading at, if we get to 41.30, it'll be trading. We could actually make all this money back. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. $2.3, $2.2. Yeah, send it. And that'll be everything. Oh fuck, this is a 0 day. If this doesn't work out, this will be really bad. Oh bro, it's a terrible decision. Do we do it? Yeah, I gotta risk it. We'll get back to 500 today. Let's get that for the goal. Yeah, we can do that. All right, you guys gotta be really careful here. So, going into a 1 minute, zooming in. Looks like we're gonna break down a little bit more on a 1 minute, so don't really want to enter. But this would be a good spot. The neck. I can make one, I don't. Yeah, so we had a 55% increase on week 1, and then day 2 we had a 50% decrease. So basically, we lost more than we gained. You need 100% to follow 50% to be followed. All right, so we're down below 2 on these. And again, I just want to get back to that 500 mark, so I got to be really careful. I'm looking for this little neck here, and then I'm going to click buy. And that's the 41.25. The 41.50s are gone, guys. We got to get out of those pretty much now. But I do expect one more push up before the end of the day, so I want to wait for that. Otherwise, everything's fucked. So here's the neck. I'm going to get this at 2. Fuck you. Fill me. Fill it at 2.2. I got filled at 2.05 on that. Now this is the last trade I can make in this account, so we need it to pan out. And the reason I went long is the same reason I'm going long the whole fucking day. This sell pressure is not justified by volume or catalyst news-wise, and I think that we stay green. So we'll see what happens here. We got it 2.05 fill, and I need a push up to 412. So we're green, green, green. Let's get back. We want to get back to at least the 500 mark in the account, and then I'll look to trade out the bad contracts first. So the 4150s, which, you know, it doesn't really make sense. You want to keep the ones that have, you know, more room to grow, but like, let's be realistic. There's 30 minutes left in the day, and we would need to go pretty fucking far. So pull these up to start selling them. We're looking for at least 0.2 on these, maybe 0.3. Oh. Fuck you, Spy. Give me one push. I know you had it in ya. Come on, girl. Do it. Alright, we got a short here. Gotta get into a short. Everything's fucked. I can't get into a short here. It'll be stupid as shit. We just need to push, baby. Push! It's very upsetting. Fuck. I need this trade to pan out here, so let's see what happens. Otherwise, we might have to restart it. No, we'll be fine. I'll pull out. I'll cut out. We'll cut out. It's gonna do it, dude. It's gonna fucking do it. Everyone's gonna be like, oh shit, it did it. And I'm gonna be in the trade. Just gotta send it right now. Remember, we need to really get back over that 500 marker. I feel like today was a huge loss. So the 4150s aren't even coming back a little bit. Here we go. Let's go. We're going to get it. It's going to send it. It's going to make my day. Don't be such a little pussy. Just send it. So yeah, this is a shitty spot to be in, obviously. But we got to adjust some stops here, guys. We need this to pop one more time, and then we should be good to get back to that 500 mark and be at a fresh reset, basically. Give it to them, bulls. You gonna do it? All right, we gotta get out. 4:30 or 3:30. We got 30 minutes. We're in the 40-25s, 41-20s. 41-20s could work. 41-25s could work too. It could work really well, actually. So we just need to get out of the bad ones, which are the 41-50s and 41-40s. But I just really think that this sell-off is bullshit, and we'll close at 41.40, which is 3 points higher. 30 minutes, 10 minutes a point. Yeah, we could do that. It'd just be absurd. Yeah, let's get out, guys. So unfortunately, I am gonna probably call the cuts on the 41.50s right here at 0.05, which I don't even think I can get. So -2 at 0.05. So let's get out of the 41.50s at 0.05. Big loss. Obviously, let's not do that again on this account. And let's get into the 41.40s next to get out of those. 0.2 right now. I only have one of those. Get out of that soon. And then the 41.30s left. That one can still get us 41.20s left. That one can still get us money. Again, sorry for the bad day. Happens. We took the wrong side. Tomorrow we'll either strangle or get the right side. But again, if I'd pulled up 4 contracts, the put sides went over 600%. Unfortunately, I didn't recognize that quick enough, so I didn't get into those. The call side did not, and we are down massively because of it. So we'll see what we can do tomorrow. I'm not worried. Shit happens. Counts down massive, bro. We're down to 250. Took a huge loss today. It's just such a fucking tricky thing to do. It's such little equity, but it's okay. Like I said, we just grabbed the wrong side of the trade. Tomorrow we'll get on the right side, and everything will be beautiful. But for now, I'm sitting in the 41.20s still, just because I need a miracle here, so I'm gonna let it happen. More money on the buy side. What the fuck? Yeah, I gotta get out of the 41.40s next, so save some more bucks there. This is gonna suck, but we'll get the account back. I'm not worried. Worst case, I'll restart tomorrow, and because I don't have COVID, I'll do a more consistent schedule. But again, let's see what happens for the next 10 minutes. Otherwise, yeah, that's it. Oh, fuck, I'm bleeding. That's why I'm dropping so hard. I forgot I was doing that. There's no buy pressure coming, guys. We gotta get out. It's gonna get out. So many times I should have just taken those puts. So we're still in the two contracts. Nothing's looking good though, guys. This isn't gonna end well for the day. I mean, it could, but like it's so fucking unlikely we get to where we need to. I need to get out of that contract too. So, we have it at 1.0. I'll put the stop at 0.5 to start, just because I do want to give it a little bit of a chance. I have seen some crazier comebacks. So I put my stop at 0.65, which will basically 0.55, which will ensure I get 0.5 because it does like a $5 gap. But that'll give me, hey, I have a little bit of potential to get back to this 41.20 mark. And I do need to get out of this, so we'll sell that at $5 because fuck, it sucks, but whatever. So now we have a horrible day on the account, everyone. So sorry about that. If you were following along, I will fix this come tomorrow, because this is not a good day for anyone. We do have room for one more trade. Should we risk it and just blow the account today? If we fuck it up, yeah, let's do that, and then I'll restart tomorrow if I fuck it up. All right, so I'm gonna do something really dumb, everyone. I'm gonna double down here, just because, hey, we got nothing to lose. Why is it auto buying 10? It's not the right account. Not gonna let us average down, but again, this trading style is not for the faint of heart. Let's see what we can do. These sluts, they're gonna send it, aren't they? So because we're still in that one call, we could actually salvage the account. That 41.20 is not out of the picture. 41.25, I think it is. Yeah, 41.25. That could definitely happen. This would be very simple to see. Alright, so that's sweet. Actually salvaged the account a little bit. If I bought quick enough, we would have been back to even. So this is dope. Let's just let this keep going and just keep being doper. And then let's put our stop above our entry just because I can't really afford a loss today. What the fuck? Stop. 2.2. Look at the account come back, everyone. We knew it would happen. Took a little bit extra time. Good for tomorrow. No, don't you fucking do it. Don't you do it. Don't you go down. Don't go down anymore. I can't afford it. Can't afford a loss here. Come on, go up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Fuck. It's gonna stop me out, guys. We're gonna get stopped. But we have to put our stop there. Can't afford any loss. Yeah, can't afford it. So we could stop for break even on the last one. Count's down to 50% in the day, over 50%. Not an ideal day. We have 87 bucks left. So let's take one more trade here. Let's see what we can do. So I got to get a 0.85 fill, and that'll be our last trade of the day. Hopefully we can get us some crazy nice little gains at the end of the day, because I do think we'll send it. But unfortunately, I don't think we'll be able to get this contract. Maybe we will on this little pullback, because it's all about the trajectory. Watch how quick this will drop. Yeah, I'll put my buy order in. See what happens. So I put a buy order in on the 4130s at 0.85 just because, hey, unfortunately we started to rip here. Which sucks, but again, I'm really not worried. I think that this account will be really fun to trade with. We just got to get over that 1K mark, so I don't hesitate to average down or switch sides, which we did today. We didn't switch sides, and then I was hesitant to average down, which sucks. It's not going to give us this fill, no chance. So yeah, let's see what else we can trade. No way. That's so fucking annoying. Yeah, bro, it happens. Today was a little rough on the account, but again, it's a learning process for me too, just because I'm not used to trading with an account base smaller, than 25K. But let's see if we can get this 0.85 fill here. Oh, ooh. What do we want to trade for the end of the day? Do we want to trade calls or puts? We got one trade left. It's 85 bucks. Let's see. So the 41.25's pretty expensive. Can't do that. But that's pretty much the range I think we can hit. I don't think we can go much higher than that. Let's try the 30. 41.30. Okay. We could take this trade, guys. And it could run back to 1.8 pretty quickly. And we can actually go to the 25 now. If we even want it at this point. So 0.85 on this. That'd be cool. It's probably a really bad trade, but we'll see what we do. So we can take the 41.20 at oh, it's dropping hard. I don't think it's a good trade. There's what, 13 minutes left. No, it's not a good trade, guys. We shouldn't take this. Maybe if it drops more. Damn, it's getting bought heavy though. Let's actually just take something lotto-y for the 7th. For 0.85, we could do the 4. So we could take one of the, jeez. I think I like that idea, actually. The 4,200 calls for tomorrow at 0.85. Because if we gap up, those will be worth a lot. And I think we will gap up. Yeah, let's do that for the last trade. So we'll wait till the end of the day, and then we'll take the 41 or 4,200s for tomorrow, which, you know, seems really far, but I think we're gonna gap up. The fuck? See the price fucking change on that? It's so upsetting. 0.88, 0.87 to 3. Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna do one more trade, guys. There's no reason to end this day so red. Let's do it. Take the 30, 41, 30. Whoa. Yeah, they're pretty much the exact same, Peter. Just I think it's yeah, 10 to 10. It might be like plus a little bit too. It's like times 10 plus 0.05 or something stupid. I'm gonna take 2 of these little lottos at fuck, it's so risky. Should we do it? Yeah, let's do it. Worst case, we start tomorrow with 250. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Alright, I'm gonna take 2 of these at 0.35. You dick. You're not gonna fill me, are you? No, not gonna fill me. So we almost got filled. And they would have been 100% real quick. But we did not. Look, that was our buy order right here. It went 0.4, boom, 0.7, 0.55. Alright, let's get out of this. Cancel this order. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Canceling the order just because if it comes back down, it'll go way below it. And we'll try again at 0.3 maybe. 0.25. Try 2. They will not give us that 0.2. They're gonna fucking send it too. God damn it. Shit. Should have kept that order in. So yeah, today's basically everything went wrong. It's okay, it happens. We didn't blow the account. I mean, we did pretty bad on it, but we got plenty of money to bring it back all tomorrow. We just want to get a nice little fill on these 0 days, and everything will be glorious. Look how easy this would have been to scalp. Let's just do that. Let's just stick to these real quick. We'll do one more. We'll do one scalp, y'all. We'll take the... Fucking sending it now. Fuck. Those 41.25s are so goddamn expensive, I bet. What did we get out at? $5 gain? Hi, Brooke. Actually, we got out better than we would have. Theta. There's 5 minutes left in the day, and I want to take this trade. How stupid is that? Should have done it, though. Could have gotten filled at 0.35 so many times. Hi, Brooke. Hi, Brooke. Are you disappointed in my trades today, too? Me, too. Brooke, go on. Alright, for the last trade, I am going to take AMD calls for the end of the week. Whatever I can afford, honestly. So, looks like this one. That'll be the 112. It's too expensive. Can't do it. Yeah, can't do it. It's not even in the range. Ooh. Yeah, so I'm gonna take that call that I wanted to for tomorrow, that for the 20. I'm gonna put my buy order at 0.85 and see if we get filled. Oops, let's try again. So let's go to one contract. Sorry, it's set up for my other account. So auto buys 10. This is a really risky trade because it's so far out of the money, but I think we'll gap up. And if we get filled on a gap up, that'll be a 300, 400% move. So we should get filled here at that 0.85 mark, ideally. Yeah, so we just got filled. That's the 6.7 4,200. Yeah, so that'll be it. So tomorrow, ideally, we gap the fuck up. I'll open up on the stream if we do, just because I'll close that position. Not a great day. I'll update everything in a minute. But yeah, all in all, took a big loss today. Just got on the wrong side of the trade and didn't adjust because it's a small account and I'm not used to it. We are up 30% on that call already, which is nice. But we'll see how tomorrow goes. Alright, good day everyone. Well, not good for the trades, but we're okay. Everything will pan out tomorrow. I'll get us into the right side of the trade there. I tried to enter here thinking, hey, we'd have this nice little double bottom. Should have probably just swapped to puts as soon as we broke down. We did okay adjusting after that, but the 4150s were just gone. That's the risk with trading the 0 days, but as you can see, right, they're super lucrative. I mean, if we had been on the other side of the trade there, it would have been $300 to $1,700 on that contract, and if we had been on this side of the trade at the right time, we could have easily made that upside. Just bad timing and bad entries. So tomorrow we'll adjust for that, and I'll get us back to the 700 mark, ideally. I think we'll have a nice gap up, is my read. So this little end of the day volume spike I like, and then if you look at like a 4-hour or a day chart, the same thing. We're just consolidating in these inside bars, so as soon as we break out, it's gonna fly. And I mean like 4:30 this week possibly. It just takes a little bit of a resistance break here, and then it's gone. Anyways, we'll update everything tomorrow. Oh, yeah, I could grab a glass of that right now. I did good on my main account. I just hate to let anyone down on this account, so we'll do a little better tomorrow.
Cheers.